it's Dawn here, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Now, I've experienced ringing in my ears on and off for years. Now, originally thinking it was tinnitus or tinnitus or something more serious, I did get it checked out by the doctor. So after getting an all clear, I wanted to research what might be going on. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what I learned and also my experiences of living with ringing of the ears. Now, first and foremost, if you're experiencing ringing in your ears, get it checked out by a medical professional, just like I did. There are physical reasons that this might be going on for you, and in some circumstances these can be very serious. So please put my mind at rest and get it checked out if you haven't already. So getting that out of the way, let's look at why this might be happening. Now, did you know that in some of the world's oldest medical texts, so papyrus scrolls from ancient Egypt, clay tablets from Assyria, people complained about noise in their ears. Some of them called it a buzzing, others described it as whispering or even singing. So this is not a new phenomenon. The sound of bells ringing has long been connected to the spiritual world, specifically the way in which angels communicate, and many of us experience high-pitched ringing in our ears or even buzzing sounds. So, ringing in the ears is often associated with receiving messages. The spiritual world connects us in a variety of ways, and if you're paying close attention, you may start to notice when spirit guides or angels are trying to send signs and messages to you. Now, when you notice this ringing sound, it could be a sign that your intuitive sense of hearing, called clairaudience, is opening up and allowing you to be more in tune with the non-physical world. So pay attention to what's going on for you when you notice the ringing or the buzzing in your ears. There may well be something important for you to notice, pay attention to, or bring to your awareness. Now, another reason why you might be hearing ringing in your ears is that it's a sign that your psychic abilities are coming online. Or maybe another clair is coming online for you, or you're experiencing a psychic awakening. It's like you're aware of the subtle energy shifts that are happening in your etheric bodies, and you're experiencing these physically through the sounds that you're receiving in your ears. Now, another reason it could be that you're receiving an information download. And what that means is that you are experiencing higher frequencies of information that are being poured into you from source or your higher self or the higher realms, however you want to describe that. Quite literally, the information is dropping into your consciousness. You can also consider these downloads as zip files of higher knowledge, compressed information or light codes from spirit, and you're receiving this on a subconscious level. I guess it's a little bit like updating your operating system. Now, there are some people who believe that there is a different meaning to which ear that you hear the ringing in. So for some, your left ear is more about warnings and the right is connected to positive change. Now, in my experience, I've not found it so cut and dried. I do experience ringing in different sides at different times, but I haven't been able to work out why or a pattern to that. Although in my search to understand, I did go down the rabbit hole of how the brain processes sound, which was quite fascinating and could provide some insight into the different ears that we experience the ringing in. So what I learned is that our brains are divided into two hemispheres, left and right, and they specialize in different processes. Now, the neural connections in our brains are also cross-connected, and that means that the left side of our brains connect to the right side of our bodies, and the right side of our brains connect to the left side of our bodies. And this cross-connection affects how our ears process sound. Now, the left brain mostly controls the deciphering of speech and changing signals, while the right brain controls the processing of tones and music. And as a result, our left ears amplify tones and music, and our right ears amplify speech and rapid signal changes. Now, here's the fascinating thing that I've found from my experience. Ringing in my left ear tends to be the spirit guide type messages and cosmic downloads that I receive, while the ringing in my right ear often sounds more like a language, buzzes and clicks and quiet whispers. Now, another reason for ear ringing is that you might have been overexposed to electromagnetic frequencies. Now, these can be naturally occurring, so solar flares or shifts in the geology beneath you. Or it could mean that man-made magnetic frequencies like electrical equipment or Wi-Fi are kind of interfering in our ears. So if you experience ringing in your ears after using gadgets or looking at your iPad or your computer screens, electronic interference may be the cause. So try and reduce your contact with electronics and see whether that has an impact on the ear ringing. Now, as a geomancer, I sometimes experience high-pitched whistling when I'm dowsing earth energy lines. And that's a fascinating phenomenon that I've observed in myself. I'm still not sure exactly what this might mean, other than I'm picking up the vibration of the energy line, and that could be on site or remote. Now, I did read that ringing in the ears can be a sign that somebody is attaching a psychic cord to you, or that you're experiencing psychic attack. I even read that it means that you're being influenced by lower energies. Now, the good news is that that's not been my experience. The ear ringing that I've experienced is definitely more about messages and downloads and information coming in. Now, whatever might be going on for you, I do know that for many people who experience ear ringing, we are also way more energetically sensitive and aware, and we can pick up subtle energy shifts. We're highly sensitive to subtle energy, and this can be a superpower, but it also can be challenging to navigate life with. Now, I do have a video on being a highly sensitive person, which I will link in the description below. It might help if you self-identify and find a way to live life successfully within the nested subtle energies that we live among. So if you're experiencing this sort of ear ringing in your ears, and of course you've had it medically checked out and there's no issues, here's some of my suggestions on how to learn what might be going on for you. So firstly, embrace it. It can be annoying for sure, I get it. It can be off-putting to have high-pitched ringing or buzzing going on in your ears. There are times when I get fed up with it. However, it's happening for a reason. So my next suggestion is to understand it. Make notes of any patterns. Is there a particular time of day that you hear it, or is it random? Now, you won't know this until you start to keep track of it. So get a journal and a pen and really determine what's going in your life when you're hearing the ringing. Does it happen when you're experiencing challenges? Is it an important part of understanding the information downloads? You really need to get a good sense over a period of months when the ear ringing occurs and what is happening for you, so that you can see a pattern in all of that and understand it more fully. And my final piece of advice is pay attention to you. It is happening for a reason, even if you don't quite know why yet. However, you can ask to have it turned down if it's becoming annoying. Now, one technique that totally works for me, and I hope it works for you, is to tap on the cartilage at the entrance to my ear, whichever ear I'm hearing the ringing in. I tap 3 times, and it works like a charm to really turn down the buzzing or the squealing or the squeaking. Now, I hope this video helps you to understand your ear ringing and how to work with it. Please do let me know in the comments below if you experience ear ringing, what your top tips are, and how you navigate life with this, information source. Ta-ta for now.